What's up, YouTube? This is Jason Ross again. This is video number 17. Um, as usual, I have no idea what I'm going to say here. Um, I don't even know if what I'm saying makes any sense. Um, it's like 11:30 at night, and I just kind of felt like it was a good time to take a video, even though my head is saying, that don't make no freaking sense. You should probably just go to bed because you're really tired, as everyone can see in your eyes right now, that you can barely keep them open. Um, I don't know why I'm doing this right now. I literally have no idea, but it was kind of stuck in my brain, or I shouldn't say my brain, but just like stuck. I don't even know how to describe what I'm feeling at the moment. It just feels like I had just like the urge to make a video, so I'm making a video, shirtless as usual, because apparently that's what I do. Don't know why, how that happens that way either. Um, I do not plan it that way. Well, I guess clearly I don't, since I clearly don't have a shirt on. Uh, I've been reading, or I guess I should say listening to Kyle's audiobook, um, and that's pretty um, interesting is the word I'm going to use. Interesting. 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 Yeah, I get a little silly when I'm tired, like really tired. So this video is going to probably ramble much more than normal, because I'm fucking tired. Um, uh, I don't have any. Well, okay. So what I want to talk about is I want to talk about strategic intervention training, which I'm doing through Robin Madonna's, which is like Tony Robbins and Chloe Madonna's, and Mark and Magali Pasha, and those folks, and they're really great, great at helping people, obviously. So I want to learn some of their skills, and so I've already signed up for one of their programs called Core 100, and I think I've talked about this before, um, but basically all I've been doing is just kind of reading the book, and I don't really feel like I've done anything because there's like a video, and then you read, and then you do some exercises and whatnot, and I haven't done any of the exercises, and I don't I can't tell if I'm putting them off. Like my ego says, oh, you're just procrastinating, but I just like there's other stuff, like I'm going to the gym, and then there's work, and then there's stuff. So I don't know if it's just I'm putting other stuff in front of it, or what's happening, but I don't feel bad about not doing it. Like I feel guilty in my ego. Like my brain is trying to make me feel guilty about it, but in my heart I just feel really settled about it. So I just kind of feel like I should just not worry about it and see what happens. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work, and maybe that's the thing of it, that I don't understand how I'm going to learn it, and that it may be a whatever way I end up learning it may be a better way than I've ever experienced before. So just shut the hell up, ego. Why don't you? Uh, uh, um, so yeah, so that's a thing that's happening in life, to me currently at present, in this time and place. Um, I don't, as usual, I don't really know what I'm doing here. Um, I don't know. Maybe that was it. Was that it? I don't know. I feel like there's something more, and I just don't. It's just not coming yet. So I guess I'll just vamp here. until it's ready to come up and out of me, whatever that thing is. Uh, I guess it must be pretty amazing if it's got to just sit in here, or it's got to take like this long to come up. It's probably pretty cool. Um, so okay, so I'm doing the training, the Rob Madonis training, Core 100, strategic intervention training, and well, I guess the why behind that is that obviously I want to help people, but something I've been wanting to do for a while now is I want to help people. I don't really want to do personal training, but I want to help people kind of build their best version of their body, like build their body in whatever shape they want to build it in. Um, but what I've found is that a lot of people just kind of spend a lot of time at the gym and just work and work and work and work and work and do way more fucking work than they have to. Um, because sometimes their bodies aren't ready to do that much work, or sometimes what I've found, at least for me and lately, is I'm not doing enough work. And so lately I've actually been, I think I mentioned this before, I've been training twice a day, and it's kind of rough. Actually, yesterday and this morning I didn't train. Last night and this morning I didn't train at all. I did train this evening. Um, well, last night I skipped on purpose. I was like I was very very tired, and I definitely needed. I felt it in my heart. I was just like, okay, take a break. But this morning was just a little bit of laziness. I was tired physically, but I'd actually gone to bed fairly early, so it really wasn't that. And then I picked up Facebook, and that went on a rabbit hole for a while. And next thing I knew, it was like, oh, I should probably start getting ready for work. And so, it was a moot point at that time. So I lost that opportunity, but I still didn't. I felt guilty for like a minute, and then I kind of loved it, and then it was gone. So and I can feel my brain now trying to bring that guilt back, and I love that. um, so that happened. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. This doesn't make any sense to me. Uh, I'm really just rambling, and I feel like people are gonna watch this and be like, "What the hell is happening?" This dude looks so dead, but he looks high as fuck. I'm that tired. Dude, my like I already like it's already kind of bad because my eyes for some reason always like they don't seem to open up all the way or something. I can't. I don't know. Like they don't like I don't know what it is. Like, but then I'm tired, and you can see how puffy like this is. You can see how puffy, and my eyes just like I can't even open them all the way because my eyes are just like they're like nah, just close, just close now. Close now, close now, just to be closed. I don't know. Is that kind of racist? I don't know what that is. Uh, 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 um. So yeah. Uh. So yeah, I've been doing that. I keep saying I've been doing the strategic intervention, and then I clearly said before that I basically haven't done anything. But read. I mean, I guess that's something. It's not. That's more than the things I've done in the past, which is almost nothing. So I mean, that's something, you know. Oh, something I did do. So this training program has like a um, weekly like call, like get together sort of thing by phone, um, where you get to ask a bunch of questions, and then they have like a group exercise you do. Like you pair off and do like an exercise in coaching, which I'm super nervous about. And I've been to two of the calls, but I haven't been able to participate because I'm working during the. They have it like literally the most inconvenient time at 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. But I kind of think they do that on purpose. Like they purposely put it at a shitty time of day. because to kind of force you, like, if you are the type of person that works a job, like it kind of forces you to make some type of choice. Like you have to choose to be there. Do you know what I mean? Like you have to do. So what I ended up doing was I ended up asking my boss. I was like, "Hey, can I come in early so that I can leave early enough to get home to like be relaxed and ready to go? Not like sleeping, obviously, but like chill and ready. Like note paper and all that kind of things. Whatever I need to do to be very engaged in the program." Um, and what ended up coming out of that is that apparently I'm going to be coming in at 6 a.m. Uh, on Thursdays. Um, I work at a 24-hour facility, so it's not like I'm gonna be walking in there like it's empty and I'm just sitting there for 2 hours until everybody else shows up. Like, so, I mean, there will be work to do, and it's just basically I'm just moving my shift from 6 to 3 instead of 8 to 5, um, which again it's not perfect. It's not ideal, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it one day a week doing that, coming in at 6. But as I'm thinking about it, like I've been going to the gym somewhere between 4:30 and 5:30 ish. So I usually end up showing up around quarter to 5, and then I'm walking out of the gym at 5:30. So I figured I'm already awake at that time, right around quarter after 4, 4:30. So I'm like, well, if I do that, then I can leave my house. I live about 45, 50 minutes away from my job. So I could leave my house fairly early at around 5 and get there at 6 with no problem on Thursdays because I'm already awake to go to the gym. I just would have to skip the gym, unfortunately, or at least in the morning. And then my ego says, "Oh, well, you just double it up in the afternoon, bro. Just go for 2 hours in the afternoon." I'm like, "No, that's not how that works." um, but yeah, that'll be fun, or something. Uh, I don't know if it's gonna be fun or not. I've never done it yet, and my ego's like, "That's gonna suck. I bet it's gonna suck, cause it's scary and new and stuff. So it's probably gonna suck." Yeah, my ego's like he's not a bully. He's just like that really annoying kid that just a really annoying kid. I don't even know. I can't find the stereotype or the archetype or what have you uh, to call that guy, but he's an asshole. Uh, all right. Um, I don't I don't know what else there is to say. Um, I feel like there's more. I just don't know what it is. I'm very tired. Like I'm tired physically, and then my ego's getting very tired, and like I'm just feeling winded, and my body's like, "No, don't go anymore. Stop talking. This sucks. Why are you doing this?" Uh, I don't really know. I don't know that either. I just know that I want to be love. I want to be love in my life. I want love, and I want to be love. And I guess the love that I really want doesn't come from a man or friends or family or anything like that. It comes from me. I hope I'm talking loud enough where people can actually hear me in this video, because I feel like I'm mumbling. But again, I'm really tired and I get kind of quiet when I'm tired. Um, so if I need to shout, somebody yell at me and tell me I need to shout, um, because I can clearly see you through this video and hear your response. I know exactly when you need me to speak up and when you need me to be very quiet, like that. This is so weird. uh, I don't even want to post this on Facebook. I'm so embarrassed by this. I feel embarrassment right now. Like here I am, like super shirtless and like not saying any words really, and looking incredibly tired. and looking. Well, my version of tired looks like I'm high and I don't smoke anything anymore. I used to smoke cigarettes. I never smoked weed. I'm not against it. I just this is not me. Um, is there like it's bothering me? Like I'm looking at it and it's actually kind of bothering me. I, I don't know. Maybe somebody will be like, "Oh, he's just a chill dude. Here he is, chill dude. Chill." I don't know. You mean like this? I was like, oh, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna talk like this the rest of the video. So, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, that's even weirder. Um, hmm. Oh yeah, so I've been taking also, in addition to Rob Madonna's training, the strategic intervention training, strategic intervention. Um, I've also been doing this program through Mind Valley Quest called Superbrain to help me hopefully get a better brain. Or really, my brain is super already. It's just improving, learning skills of memory and things like that. I have not been very diligent in that either. Uh, I just feel like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and but I don't feel bad about it. I don't. This is bothering. It's bothering me that I don't feel bad. It's bothering me that I'm just like, oh, I'll get it. One day, eventually, I'll get it. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna. No, I'll get to that. Cause I just feel so. I feel so wishy washy. I feel lost, but not lost. But not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything. I know nothing. Oh, I've done nothing with my podcast either. No, I downloaded the Anchor app, which is like a podcasting app, and I did not have the courage to start it. Um, I kind of thought I should put this on a podcast, but I don't even know. I don't even know how to do a podcast because every podcast, most of the podcasts I listen to are interview types. Like I really love the Nerdist, Chris Hardwick's. Well, it's not Nerdist anymore. It's like IDT is what he calls it now. But I like his interviews. But that's what I'm used to listening to. So in my head, that's a podcast is interviewing. And maybe that's what my mind will become at some point. But I don't know. I don't know where to begin. I have no idea what to start with. But I guess to be fair, 3 weeks ago I didn't know how to record a video, and I'm doing that ish, sort of, kind of, maybe I'm doing it. I mean, it looks like I'm doing it right. Well, not right, but like right. I don't know. I don't know. Um, that is the one thing I do know is that I don't know. Um, God, I feel like that's an affectation now. I feel like that's just me saying, "Oh, I don't know anything," just to like, "Hey, I don't know anything," right? I honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea where I'm going. I don't know what steps I'm taking next in my life. I don't really know. I mean, I know what I want to do. I know the big picture of where my life's going because I have a tendency when I Kalego, I have a tendency to go like more than a year out, like 20, 30 years sometimes. Like no shit. Like but that's how my vision works. Like I'm very farsighted internally, if that makes sense. But like the next steps in my life, like I have no fucking idea what like I don't know. Like I can say I'm gonna do like XYZ down the road, but then I'm like, oh, how do I get there? I'm like I don't know. Just go. I guess I don't. Maybe that's I just go and figure it out on the way. I guess, which is it's scary, but it feels safe at the same time in a weird way. I don't really understand that. I don't understand how something could be extremely scary and yet feel safe at the same time. I don't get it, but I that's how I feel. I feel scared in my brain, but I feel like settled in my heart. That's how I describe it to myself. Is like the settle feeling, like not settling like settling for less or something, but it's just like a very firm. Like I feel like I don't even know how to describe it. It just feels like permanent, but that's not the right word. I don't know. I wish I had. I don't really think in words, so it's hard for me sometimes to describe what I think because I think kind of visually in a way. So I guess what I'm imagining is like being rooted, but I guess that's what like just being almost intransitant would be almost a good word, but then that makes it sound like I'm saying like I'm not flexible, but it's not that. It's just like I don't know what the word is, but the word it basically means that I feel good about what I'm doing. Essentially, is the bottom line. Um, and I feel really stupid not knowing this word, and I love that. uh, because my old story is I'm the smart guy, and I'm supposed to know all the words, and I'm supposed to have all the answers, and I'm supposed to tell everybody else how to live their lives, and I'm supposed to tell you everything you need to do and give you your 10 easy steps on how to make your life better. And yet, internally, I have no idea how to do anything in my own life. But yet, I'm super smart and I've got to tell you how to live every part of your life. Uh, yeah, no. So the news story is just help people figure out their own shit. Like you already got all the answers, so I'll just help you figure out what your answers are, and that's pretty fucking easy actually. When I think of it, like that seems so simple, and I guess that's why it's so like the fear is not as heavy. Like it, like the fear, like there's a fear of the unknown, that sense of fear, but then there's like a that okay, I can do that, yeah. So this is a really long video. I keep looking at the time and I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna take hours to upload because my Wi-Fi sucks. Like the majority of the videos I post are actually recorded on average 8 hours before I before they actually end up on my channel, uh, on average. Um, Simply because my Wi-Fi is so slow that oftentimes I end up uploading the last 50 like 30 to 50% of the video at my job because I just like because by the like I'll record it. I'll record a video at like 9 or 10, and then I'll wake up in the morning and it's only gone through like 45%, and then I drive to work, and it doesn't really do much on the 4G or the LTE or whatever it is. Well, the 4G LTE, right? Um, like 1 or 2% it'll go, and then as soon as I get to work, I'll connect to my work Wi-Fi, and literally 5 minutes later, it's all uploaded. The rest of it's uploaded. So it just goes to show how shitty my internet is here at home. I mean, it works for obviously it works for Netflix and Hulu real well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I guess downloads are okay, but uploads maybe I don't know. Not that I mean I guess I don't know anything about. I don't think Netflix is downloading or downloaded. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I also don't care. I don't. I'm really tired, and now I'm feeling whiny. I'm at that stage now. I'm at that stage of like I'm getting like my brain's like okay, I've had enough now. Like go to bed. I'm I'm kind of feeling like I should push through it. I don't want to do this at all though. There's such a part of me that's like I don't fucking want to do this at all because I'm so tired. But then there's another part of me just fucking go, keep going. I don't know what this is. I've never done this before. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like shit. My body just like I'm sweating right now all over. I'm starting to get hot. Like I'm not, like I'm talking right now, and I don't know if I'm like creating these symptoms as I'm talking or if I'm just describing them as they're coming. I can't tell at the moment. can't tell. Um, but yet I feel this weird peace inside. Like I feel this warmth and this. Like I almost feel a little like sick to my stomach too. But I think it's psychosomatic. I don't think it's real. I think it's just my body, my brain trying to convince me that I'm sick. Sorry, I had to move. I had to switch positions because I'm like leaning on one knee over here, and then I leaned on the other. So is it over there? It's over there. The other knee's over there. I'm on this knee now. And I was on that knee. I'm on this knee. Um, I don't know. I feel there's like at least one more thing in there, and I don't know what it is. Um, oh, I talked about the podcast. Um, oh, I mean, I guess I could go a little. Um, so something I'll use the word considering, even though the truth is, when I say Kalego, it's not really consideration. It's something I definitely am doing, but not like actively doing at at present, if that makes sense. Um, so something I'm doing is, I guess, as a build upon the eventual training that I do, um, which the training again would be basically training people to connect to their bodies and their hearts as they're transforming their bodies. So they're changing the bodies in the shape that they want to through their heart space, right? Through connecting to their heart. Um, I'm not saying they're going to sit there and meditate and magically their body's going to transform. I'm just saying a lot of people go through a lot of hard work doing the quote unquote correct uh, plans and diets and this, that, or the other, instead of just loving themselves and connecting to what it is that they need to do for their bodies and how their bodies need to move for them. They tend to follow just plans they find somewhere, or trainers who aren't invested in actually helping these people connect to themselves. They just are interested in, oh, can I get you ripped, or can I drop 30 pounds off your body? And that's not really, you may not need to drop 30 pounds. You know what I mean? You may just need to be happy with where you are. Or maybe you do need to drop 30 pounds, but you can't do it because you're focused on dropping 30 pounds. Uh, maybe. I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so tired. I'm kind of a dick when I'm tired. I don't know. I think. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know. Um, so the thing I was gonna do after that training, or what came after in my Kaligo, what came after that type of training was that I would build. I won't call it a food service business, but basically the idea was that I would train like single mothers, and that was the vision, was single mothers, but not not limited to, but basically people of low means, so to speak, that would teach them how to eat properly, because I find that, or I've found in my time, my 30 whole years, but I've found in my time that a lot of people with low income tend to gravitate towards the cheaper foods in the grocery store, which tend to be the lower quality. You know, the sugar laden and preservatives and the junk. You know, the junk aisles basically is the cheap food, right? And a lot of the reason isn't because of the money per se. A lot of it's because of the time. And so what I'd like to do is help people connect. Is basically teach people how to cook, teach people how to find good fruits and vegetables. A lot of times I find, especially in black uh, black families and black neighborhoods, there's this thing where people don't even know, they don't even know about vegetables, like no shit, like there are certain vegetables that there people literally haven't heard of. I like I was talking to a friend of mine, actually they are my friend, but it was a family member that about butternut squash, and they didn't know what butternut squash was, and that kind of surprised me because I was like, well, I've heard of it, and this is my family, but this was just the way this person had been raised. It just wasn't a thing for them. So it kind of made me think, well, what other things are there out there that people just don't know about it? And it's not just limited to black families, obviously, but I'm sure there's tons of families out there that there are good, healthy foods out there that just have no idea even exist. And then much less, okay, even if there are things out there that they do know exist, well, how do I prepare these things? They don't look that good compared to the sugar laden Doritos and Cheetos and whatever else is out there. You know what I mean? So, and I get that too. So, um, I'm sorry, excuse me, I burped. So um, helping in that capacity, and then something I kind of envisioned, and like I said, I very much think sort of in pictures and almost like moving pictures. I don't really think in words, or I suppose I think in ideas, but I always see them like in a moving picture kind of way, like a short burst of like a little tiny movie. Um, but what I see is actually like the vision I saw was of the single mother with her three kids who learned how to cook from me, or maybe not even me, but someone who was affiliated with me. Um, so, but they this woman learned how to cook, and then let me start over. So the vision was that basically like I came to her house and I showed her how like what were good foods, and like it was almost like that like extreme makeover like body edition where they go into the house and they like throw away all the shit food out of the cabinet and the refrigerator and everything, right? So like I did that kind of thing, and then I helped her find good food at the grocery store and healthy stuff. And then I brought her back to her home and I taught her how to cook. But I taught her and her kids how to cook. I didn't just teach her how to cook. I taught her and her kids. And so what I did in so doing was essentially I was helping them create like family time. So then it became less of like this chore for her, because in my mind there's this woman who was working her ass off to barely make ends meet, you know, while her kids were at school, and then the kids would be the latchkey type, that are coming in and they're sitting at home chilling out eating whatever junk food snacks are in the house, while mom's at work, and then mom comes home and then mom is like, cook, like, hell no, I'm not cooking. I'll bring home McDonald's or something before I do that. I mean, it's 7 o'clock at night, she's in her mind because she's like, the kids got to go to bed and da da da, you know. So I can imagine being a little bit frustrated. But then I thought, well, what if there was a way for her to, instead of looking at it like, okay, this is a chore or something I have to do, what if we made it a thing where now it's an activity, it's something that the family does together. And there's all kinds of ways that they could sort of structure that around their own schedules and things like that to enable them to excuse me, I'm so sorry, to enable them to really have that connection time as a family, which a lot of single parents don't really end up being able to do. Um, so I think that's going to be something amazing when it happens. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know where it's going to come from. I don't know where the money's going to come from. I don't know if it's going to be today, tomorrow. In my head, it's after these other things are happening, and kind of in the same time. In my vision, I'm like, oh, I'm meeting my husband, and you know, we're getting together, and then there's other stuff happen. Like, so like I don't know how it's gonna happen, but that's like the sort of the order of events in terms of how the vision unfolded in my mind. Um, but the truth is, I have no fucking idea how it's gonna happen. So I mean, which is actually pretty freeing, knowing that something like that could and most likely will happen in my life, or rather, maybe I'll make it happen in some way that I don't understand yet. Um, I don't know. That seems pretty freeing to me in a way. I don't know if I'm lying about that. Because I definitely feel my ego going, no, you don't. You don't believe that. You don't believe that shit. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I think that was, I feel lighter now. I was feeling a little heavy for a second because I wanted to give up, and I pushed through that, and I feel a lot lighter now. Uh, I'm gonna have like a fuck ton of water before I go to bed. Maybe not that much, because I am going to bed and I want to have to get back up and pee and all that, because that's annoying. Um, but it is kind of like going to bed again. Is that weird? Is that weird to almost kind of like it though? Like to be annoyed by it, but then somehow it's like satisfying in a way. I, I don't know. Is that? I don't know. Yeah. Look into my eyes. No. Uh, I'm sorry. I'm so sleepy. I'm gonna sign off now. I think I've said my piece. Uh, yeah. Okay. I love you all. Good night. And yes, I still know nothing.